All right, looks like we got about 15 minutes. Let's adjust this. What is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the ageless wonder, the man Lincoln Clay. We are back for a live stream of LeMans Ultimate. This is what I chose because I felt the need to recover the rank that I lost yesterday. I did a race this morning, and fortunately for me, I was expected to finish in the bottom half of the results. I was expected to finish 11th. I finished 10th. I was expected to qualify 11th. I qualified 6th with a 2:18 flat, and I am really, really proud of that lap time because I was in there with some fast guys. I think the fastest guy turned in a 2:17 flat, and ironically, he was in a Corvette. So, or if you want me to split hairs, he turned in a 2:16.9. Let me get everything fired up here. So yeah, needless to say, my race was indirectly destroyed by a P2 car. I'm telling you, with these multi-class races, the P2 cars are very interesting because they are not near as fast as the hypercars. Therefore, it takes them longer to get past you. And what's scary about the P2 cars is if they catch you as you're going into a corner, you don't know what that guy's going to do. You don't know if he's going to wait for you to get out of the corner before he makes his move, or is he just going to assume you're going to give him the lane and he's just going to force his way underneath regardless. So it is really scary being in there with those P2 cars. With the hypercars, because they're so much faster than you, they can catch you and get past you in a blink of an eye. So they don't disrupt your race that much. But the P2 cars, especially if you're in a GTE car, it takes them a while to catch up to you. And if they catch you at the wrong spot, then yeah, it can be kind of scary. So, I do have some slight news to pass along. Let's register for this race. 41-19. And Luca Rossi, I think I've seen him before. Yeah, that's it. I only see one name in here. Let's get registered. Okay, I do have a slight bit of news. I guess it's more or less an announcement, but I'll be more specific later. But you guys have heard me mention Hennes Catone's name a few times on here. We are friends on Steam. We are friends on Meta because he races in VR too. That's crazy. Yeah, he races in VR too. He lives in, I believe he's German, and well, yesterday I reached out to him and I was asking him, you know, whenever we message back and forth, are you speaking English or are you using a translator? And he says he does speak English, but it's not perfect. But he said America is like a second home to him, so his English gets better every time. But in any case, I saw enough English in him that I asked him if he was interested in teaming up for a race when we get the driver swaps next month. And he said he's all in, so we are going to pair up for a race once we get driver swap on LeMans Ultimate. And the reason why I elected to team up with him is, one, he plays the game as much as I do, so he stays sharp. Two, I think we're about the same skill level, give or take. And three, we both like the GTE class, but when it comes to the GTE class, he uses the Ferrari and I use the Corvette. And truth be told, I'm actually a little bit faster with the Ferrari, but I just choose to use the Corvette. I guess I just like being the underdog. So in any case, so when I team up with him, I think in all likelihood we're going to use the Ferrari, because that's what'll be best for both of us if we do a race in the GTE class. So as we get closer to the May update next month, which I would expect to get an announcement. I expect some kind of announcement to come from LeMans Ultimate within the next couple of weeks, giving us a specific date. And if I had to make a guess, I would say that it's probably going to happen in the second week of May, especially if they plan to try to move forward with the virtual 24 hours of Le Mans. They absolutely need to get this update out ASAP. So I would love for them to get it out in the first week of May, but I think based on their patterns that I've seen, I think it's going to happen in the second or third week of May. But in any case, it looks like, you know, as far as I know, they're still on track to do this update next month. And I cannot wait. And although I don't think I'll participate in any races that weekend, but I'm definitely gonna binge watch. I'm definitely gonna sit back and watch, you know, because I think if they team up, I think the two guys you ought to watch, if they should happen to team up, would be Tortellini. He races in VR, ironically, and as far as I know, he is the fastest guy that I have ever seen in VR. You know, I don't know how fast James Baldwin is in VR because I've never seen him do any races in VR, but he does uses it as practice whenever he gets ready for a real life race. But in any case, Tortellini, whenever he teams up with UCOG, which I call him UKOG, that's because that's what I thought his name meant. But yeah, UCOG, UKOG. When I used to watch those two get together on ACC, they were damn near unbeatable. So if those two should happen to team up, I would recommend them. You know, I've seen Jardier team up with Tortellini before, and I've seen Jardier team up with UCOG before, but no, whenever UCOG and Tortellini team up, they're damn near unbeatable, because it's not just their pace. I mean, they calculate that fuel to the last drop. They calculate the fuel, they anticipate the tire wear, all that stuff. You know, they're working with each other, they're spotting each other, and then like when it gets time when the stint's about over, while one of them is wrapping up his stint, the other one is practicing getting ready for his stint. So yeah, definitely check those out. I guess some other people that I could suggest that you would watch would be Henrik Gamble. He's a young man, I believe he's German, and I think pound for pound, he's one of the fastest guys in sim racing right now, period. You know, flat screen or you know, he doesn't race in VR. Redouane Massad, I don't know if I've seen him do an endurance race before where he teamed up with somebody, but if he does, he's another one to keep an eye out for. So I mean, these guys are the best of the best. So yeah, I'm really excited about the driver swap. So we got a little over 3 minutes. I don't know if I got anything else to add to that. And that was just a random thought off the top of my head. So the last race that I ran, as I was saying, I turned in, let me check the leaderboard. I turned in a 218 flat. But this 218.6 that you're looking at right here, if you can see it, that is my fastest lap during a race. The 218 flat that I turned in, that was during qualifying. And with the GTE class, that 218 flat is my second fastest lap, I believe. I turned in that, I think when this game first came out, I did a 217. Might have been 217 flat, 217.1 with the Corvette. And I did a, I think I did a 216.9 with the Ferrari. And then over on R Factor 2 with that same Ferrari, I did a 216.6. So the cars have been adjusted over the past year multiple times. So I think they basically slowed all the cars down. So ever since then, I have never been able to break a 217 since. And this morning was the closest I came to it with a 218 flat. So to be precise, it was 218.06. All right, we got a little over a minute. But in any case, so during that race, because of the lap times that I saw, I knew I was going to have to turn in some consistent 218s to be able to stay with these guys. And true to form, on turn 1, there was a huge wreck with the P2 cars. They don't get enough of trying to win the race on turn 1 on cold tires. They always cause a massive wreck on turn 1. And the ensuing pileup caused me to brake hard, and I was rear-ended, and that was pretty much it. From there, I think the best lap I was able to turn in was like a 218.8. And then after that, I struggled. I was still hitting 219s, which on any other day would be good, but because of this group of racers that I was in there against, that 219 wasn't cutting it. All right, the event is starting now. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if that is correct, I will walk into this session ranked 8th. Which is probably going to make this race tougher than the last one, because the last race I did about an hour ago, I came into the session ranked 11th and I qualified 6th. And it is no way around it. In order for me to qualify in the lower half of the results, I have to do low 218 or better. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. So it looks like there's going to be 8 GTE cars, and I am ranked at the bottom. So I come into this session ranked 8th, which is
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
I actually think that's a good thing, because because I got nothing to lose.
Pit exit's clear. Your brakes are cold. We need to get some heat into them.
Oh, nope. There's more cars in here. But it still does look like I'm ranked 8th for this session.
Yellow flag, sector 3. That's the end of the session, E8.
Don't hit that wall. Thank you. So, how many GTEs do we... Oh, shit. We have 15 GTEs in here. I thought it was only 8.
Exit looks clear. We've got 9 minutes to get the job done. Your brakes are cold, be careful. Clear right. Clear right. Clear left. On your clear right. Okay, Clay. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left.
That time was a 2:18.89.
Delete this lap, you've cut the track.
No, they won't.
On your right. Clear right. There's a faster class car approaching. Just done a 217.08. The guy in front has just done a 218.23.
Time 2:18.17.
Oh,
Okay, Clay, we need to watch these track limits.
it went from green to yellow. I thought they were going to let it go, but nope, they're not. And the crazy part about it is...
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Oh, man. And I was definitely happy with that 218.1. I was definitely happy with that. Not only that, I found out an area where I could pick up a couple of extra tenths. So it's more or less, it was an area that I had been trying to figure out for the longest. I'm like, what do I need to do in order to gain a second, like a tenth or two? And it's the chicane after the Camel Straits. That's where I picked up that extra time at. So I think I might have put myself...
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 23 Celsius.
I think I might have put myself in a position where I can do consistent 218s now. And not have to wait until, 2 or 3 laps until the tires are warm and then I got everything figured out. But yeah, this is a fast group too. We got a lot of cars in the 218s, including myself. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars in the 218s, and I just got knocked down. I just got knocked down to 7th. Oh my God. I can't afford to take another hit. We got to at least maintain that 7th. All right, 3, 2, 1.
That's the end of the session. 7th position.
I hope that holds. Because that's about 1/10. Oh, I just got dropped to 8th. So that just knocked me out of the top half. If I hadn't caught that track violation, because I was in the green as far as the delta goes, I might have been able to get it down to 218 flat, and I might have been able to remain in the top half of the qualifying results. But hey, it is what it is. So there's really only one car that can knock me off, but it doesn't matter. Because I already got knocked out of the top half of the qualifying results, so it makes no difference. Oh, he was about to lose it. I wonder what he's got his track cut set on. Because that back end of that car is like absolutely swinging around to the point where it doesn't exactly look stable to me. That should be it.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
.6. All right, so that's going to be my strategy. I'm going to come in and get new softs. This pace is too fast for me to stay with the mediums. So I need to do full. I could come in after 5 full laps, but if something were to happen, if this race were to go 18 laps, that won't be enough for me to finish unless I fuel save, and I don't want to do that shit again. Been down that road. So I'm going to come in after 6 full laps. So I'm going to come in on lap 7.
formation lap has started.
Let's go.
Green flag.
Green. Car right. Clear
What
right.
is he doing?
Right side's clear. Right side's clear. Right side's clear. Car on right side's clear. Yellow flag. Watch out. It looks like Stromberg has gone off. Green flag sector 1. Okay, quite a decent start. We can build something from here. Right side, clear right. Yellow flag in sector 2.
Ooh,
Sector 2 is now green. It looks like Maniac has gone off.
he lost the wheel too. Whew.
Gap to P6. Ahead is now 0.6.
Lap 2:31.92.
The guy in front is Valentin. The gap to Freddy behind is now 0.42. Yellow flag in sector 2. We can see Melo has been hit. Green flag sector 2. Sector 3 is now yellow.
The P2 car must be damaged.
We think Ian has binned it. Green flag in Sector 3. Clear right.
Lap 220.00.
Yellow flag. We think that Hurley has crashed. Green flag in Sector 2. Okay, Clay, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. It looks like Maniac has stepped in. E7.
Lap 220.19.
The refueling window opens on lap 6. It will end on lap 12. Incident in Sector 2, yellow flag. We think that Marcy has spun off. Run out of track limits, keep it between the lines. Sector 2 is clear. We think Max has gone off. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 3 is clear, green flag. It looks like Valentin has gone off. Sector 2 is green. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag, Sector 3. Roger, V6.
132.
Incident in Sector 2, yellow flag, Sector 3. Green flag, Sector 2, Sector 3 is clear. Alright Clay, don't let this guy distract you. Okay, pit stop requested. Pit crew's ready. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. We think Maniac has crashed. Green flag in Sector 2. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 3 is green. We can see Maniac has gone off.
Thank goodness I don't have any damage, so this should be a relatively quick pit stop. I'd like to think I should be out of here in about 18 seconds.
Lap 2:32.
We're done. Go, go.
Damn, 23 seconds. Oh, shit. Okay, so 13th place. He is a lap behind. My front tires are cold, rear tires are lukewarm.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit.
Jamal Adams said, "Yo."
Jamal Adams, it's been forever in a coon's age, man. How you been? What's up, my guy? How you doing? It's been forever, man. As you can see, I'm a professional race car driver now.
By the faster class cars.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Sector 1 is yellow. Blue flag. Clear right.
Time 2:54.12.
12.
Please don't.
Blue flag. Okay, Clay. It's a faster class car approaching.
I had to let him go or run the risk of dying.
Clear right.
I did not like having to do that.
Left.
Jamal
Car
Adams
behind's a faster class.
said, "I'm doing good, brother, living the work life, lol.
Oh, so am
Thinking
I.
about picking the Switch too."
Oh, you thinking about getting a Switch too? Well, okay. I mean, all this yap about the like Switch 2's pricing and all that stuff. I mean, my situation is, my thoughts is, if I want it, I'll buy it. If I don't, I won't. It's pretty much that simple. I'm not, screaming about the prices and stuff like that. Whereas,
Blue flag. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 22 Celsius.
one minute these PlayStation people call you broke
Time was a
if you don't want to spend $700 for the PlayStation Pro, and then they turn around and flip their wig over that $450 Switch. So that's what's really blowing my mind throughout this whole shit.
The class leader from our faster class is behind. 20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left. We're halfway out, left, clear left. Fanatec behind is pitting.
Jamal Adams said, I think it's fair price for what it's doing.
I'm not really tripping about the price. Here's the other thing about that. It's the fanboyism that's tripping me out about all this shit, because you know, Nintendo raised their prices to $80 or whatever. The thing about it is, if Nintendo hadn't have done it, Sony would have done it. But if Sony would have did it first, the PlayStation fanboys would have been like, oh, well, they got to get paid for their work. Yeah, all that stuff. So
You're halfway home, we've got plenty of fuel. All three sectors are 0.8, off the pace.
you know, and the PlayStation people are the same ones who call people broke for signing up for Game
I think
Pass.
that's Jeffrey, the spun off.
They're the same ones who call people
Sector
broke,
2 is clear.
who criticize the price of the PlayStation Pro. And now here they are jumping up and down about Nintendo's pricing model. So I think they definitely the ones who need to keep their mouth shut.
Time was a 2:19.47.
Jamal Adams said, I don't care about fanboy stuff. I saw what I liked, it's gonna do what I wanted to do, so I'm gonna get it.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Tiny bit of aero damage there. You probably won't even feel it.
if my son was still like 10 years old, then yeah, I would go ahead and buy the Switch 2.
Alright Clay, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes. We're looking alright here. Keep your concentration nice and smooth.
I still got my original Switch, so, and the only thing I play on that is Mario Kart and Smash Brothers.
In front is pitting.
Ooh, I might be able to get them. Oh, one of them got out.
That one was at 219.49. Pay attention to track limits, please, Clay. Next car is Rossi. The gap to P11 behind is now 7.9. Is pitting.
He's gonna get out before I get there, so I can forget about catching him.
Peter is now leading.
Jamal Adams said, "Why here? It's been a while since I last seen one of your screens."
They're racing us for position. Don't expect any blue flags. Yellow flag. Sordo is pitting from P6. Looks like he'll come out just in front of you. Green flag, sector 2.
Damn it. I just lost that spot. And I got a flat spot.
P11. Blue flag.
Wasn't concentrating. Yeah, I got a flat spot.
Clear left. There's a faster car approaching.
That time was a 2:30.10.
Blue flag. Great move. Keep it up. We've been warned about track limits.
Hurry up.
Blue flag. The next car is Lekna. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. 10 minutes remaining. 10 minutes.
In any case, Jamal, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it.
The leader,
Appreciate it.
Ray, is pitting.
Appreciate it, bro.
Fast car approaching. Blue flag. Clear right. Blue flag. Clear left. The Active P10 behind is now 2.1 seconds. There were chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. P9. Okay, Clay, there's a faster car approaching. Blue flag. Clear left. Blue flag. Right side's clear. Blue flag. There's a faster car. Right side's clear. Clear right.
Time 2:21.02.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Clay. Blue flag. 5 minutes left. The gap behind is now 3.9 seconds. Yellow flag in sector 3. It looks like Jan has stacked it. Green flag in sector 3.
That time was a 2:19.62.
The stewards have warned us for cutting the track. Keep it between the white lines. Incidents in sector 2, yellow flag. Sector 3 is now yellow. Green flag, sector 2. Gap to P10 behind is increasing. It's now 5.3. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Master car behind. He's racing us for position. Don't expect a blue flag.
That time was a 2:20.49.
Sector 2 is yellow. Clear left. We think that Montalban has binned it. Sector 2 is green. E9. Okay, Clay, the next car is Zordo. Faster car behind.
Who went into the pits?
You're reeling. Sawdog. The gap is now 6.7 seconds. One more lap to go. That was 2:19.36. Flag. Okay, Clay, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. Blue flag, yellow flags, car on clear right. We think left nav has gone off.
Damn.
Sector 2 is now green.
Oh, I got a freebie. I got a freebie.
There's a faster car behind. He's on our lap. We're not going to get a blue flag. Sector 2 is now yellow. We can see new barrel has been hit. Green flag in sector 2.
One more lap and I would have caught him.
P8, there's the checkered flag.
Him right there.
Stop requested.
One more lap and I would have got him. Ay, ay, ay. So there's only one more car out there that needs to finish up. All right, that's it. Everybody is accounted for. So I finished 8th out of 15 cars. Let's see if it got me any rank. I qualified 7th and finished 8th. So the big thing that killed me was spinning out. All right, I'm still silver. Oh, no change. Oh, fine. What was shit? Expected you to qualify. Well, shit. Expected you to qualify 8th, finish 8th. Expected you to finish 8th. Well, all right. I'll take it. We live to fight another day. Well, folks, I think I might have had my fill of LeMans Ultimate, at least for today. I got to head out here shortly and go pick up my son. But yeah, that conversation that I was kind of having with Jamal Adams, I kind of wouldn't mind jumping into some Forza Motorsports later and again talk about some of the things that I said that I wanted to talk about. Forza versus GT7, which is the better game. the state of gaming with prices. You know, people talking about gaming being expensive. You know, I give my thoughts on that. And then I think possibly talk about all the money that I've spent on hardware. If I had a chance to do it all over again, knowing what I know now.
Said, you drive well and fast, but my question is, why do you sit forward when you drive?
You know,
won't it be easier to rest your back?
I'm not sitting as far forward as the camera makes it look. I'm leaning a little bit, but I'm not like way up here the way it looks. Right here, what you see right here that's my normal seating position, and I think I would say it's not 0 degrees, maybe, you know, maybe 3 or 4 degrees. And sometimes I'll lean it back like this, but then I have to reach for the wheel, and then it puts me in that slanted Formula One position that I don't really like that position. So right here, this is where I normally sit, and I'm not leaning forward the way it looks. I would say that I'm sitting straight. It's just the way I have the camera position makes me look like I'm sitting forward. So, but in the same breath, if you were to go to a bowling alley and you were to see a guy throw the ball between his legs and still get a strike, is that the wrong way to bowl? The way I bowled in leagues for about 15 years, and I've seen some weird styles, stuff that doesn't look like your conventional style, but I've seen people throw 200 games with weird looking styles. All that being said, using bowling as the prime example, if it knocks all 10 of the pins down, there is no bad form, and as far as I'm concerned. So, but yeah, I don't but yeah, I've been asked that question quite a bit because the camera does give the illusion that I'm leaning forward. So, but I'm not. I'm sitting straight up.
No Eluge. Said, as long as you are relaxed.
Even if I was in a relaxed position, I don't really think that I race relaxed because.
No Eluge. Said, I have seen funny stances in basketball.
It's funny that you mention that. A guy that I grew up with, most people shoot like this. This guy, he shot like this, but when he was hot, the ball went in. So I couldn't question his style. It wasn't conventional, but hey, when he was on fire, it went into the basket. Damn, that made me. Oh, I know what I was gonna say about I'm never relaxed. Because if I'm relaxed, it will make it easier for me to like not concentrate and miss a brake marker. It would make it easier for me to not pay attention to the cars around me. And I think one of the reasons why I'm where I'm at is because I'm a really careful driver. I don't take stupid chances. I don't force my way underneath. I just stay behind a car and just wait for him to make a mistake. And when he goes wide, then I'll dip underneath him. But I won't try to force something that I don't think is there because it could end up in both of us getting wrecked. And then, you know, both of our races is ruined. So, so I'm really patient, but I'm not relaxed, if that makes sense. Because I think that if I'm not relaxed, my mind is not in the race the way it should be. So yeah, I think I have to race on edge in order to maintain my focus. So yeah, but hey, you know, as the saying goes, style makes fights. So, I'm gonna go ahead and boogie on out of here. Given the competition that I was in there with some really fast guys. So, I think had I not spun out, I think I would have finished 7th. Because the car that finished ahead of me only finished 4 seconds ahead of me. When I spun out, I think I lost about 15 or 20 seconds. One car got past me, and I had to overtake him again. Fortunately, I was able to do it within 1 lap. But yeah, again, if I hadn't have spun out, I think I would have finished in 7th place. But all in all, I'm satisfied with the result. I didn't lose any rank. I gained back some of the rank that I've lost a couple of days ago. So we move forward. We march on. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. Again, I may possibly do the Forza stream, and that'll kind of be like a chill stream where I'm just talking about this and that and that and this, because Forza is not a game that I take serious. So, you know, come on along and join the conversation. Let's chill out. Let's have some conversations about the state of gaming. So with that, I will talk to you all later. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Until then, you all know the line, Wakanda forever, long live the king, and deuces. Have a good one, everybody. Hope to see you later on this evening.